Yo, yo, yo.
What up?
We're live. That's it. We did it. We're up and running.
Yeah, intro music. That's
This
awesome.
it's the Break Oleg podcast music right here.
Awesome.
Hell yeah, man. Welcome to the show, Steve. That's it. It's official.
Thanks for having me on, bro.
Thank you for being here, man. All right, knock the music straight off, man. But, dude, we fucking finally did it after a little bit of technical difficulties, a little bit back and forth. We're officially in business. You know, we're here on the upper, the Upper West Side, right?
Listen, I'm gonna turn it more towards you.
Yeah, whatever you got to do. Listen, this is a working a production in progress, and this is how we do it. You know what I mean? So let me introduce you. Let me introduce you to the audience, everybody. This is Steve Yensel, the world famous Steve Yensel.
I don't know about world famous. But
I mean, you're definitely famous and this is the world famous Scraps over here.
yeah.
You know, but you're definitely well known on the open mic circuit. That's how I met you. You know.
We're trying. Yeah.
Listen, Steve's a hustler. Steve's out there every day doing his fucking thing when it comes to the open mics. You know,
Trying to be
probably the hardest working man in open mic comedy, I would say.
I appreciate you saying that, but
You know, so man, tell me about yourself, dude. I know a couple of things about you. You know, is there anything that you want the world to know first and foremost?
I'm an artist. I moved here from Indiana.
Hold on, let me close.
I'm an artist. So I moved here from Indiana in like 1989. Sorry for yapping and stuff like that. Yeah.
So that's how you started as an artist. Basically, you came to New York City pursuing art.
Well, when I got out of art school, I moved to Los Angeles with a friend of mine and stayed there for, I don't know, 2-3 months, whatever the hell it was. Then I moved back to Chicago because I had an ex-girlfriend that was living there.
Mm-hmm.
That ended in over a month. And then I went from there. I went down to Florida. I went back to Indiana, I think, to my parents' place for a minute. But then I went down to Florida, to Orlando, where my brother was.
Mm-hmm.
And that was not very good. But then, from there, I got a job doing faux finishing.
Okay. What's faux finishing? What is that?
That's like marble and wood, all that crazy shit on walls and shit.
What do you mean, like?
To make this wall.
Oh, like to make
marble.
the plaster and all that stuff to make it look pretty or whatever it is.
To make it look marble, yeah, or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
the heck. And this was doing stuff on Fisher Island. Do you know what Fisher Island is?
I've heard the name before. I don't know what it is.
Fisher Island is this island off the coast of Miami, that all the rich people live, like Sylvester Stallone. And all these people had places there.
They all live on an island. They all
live
got
on
an island.
a private island that you can't just get out there. But we were doing co-ops and stuff like that. We were doing faux finishing, fake marble looking stuff, and then all that kind of crap. I was there for about 3-4 months, twisted my ankle, and then I ended up coming to New York. And then when I came to New York, I didn't know anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I left my shit in the Port Authority bus terminal.
Just in the little room, whatever they have. The little.
They have
lockers or whatever.
Yeah, and then I said, I just was walking around Times Square, and I was like, dude, you know where I can get an apartment?
That's crazy. So you just literally showed up to New York and just walked.
Didn't know a fucking soul.
That's.
Actually, hold on.
What made you do that? This is.
Hold on, no. I'm leaving out a part. I forgot something. I met a girl in Indianapolis who was coming here, and she was going to Sarah Lawrence College, it's upstate a little.
Okay.
So we were playing. I met her one night, and we were playing pool. We didn't fuck, nothing like that. But
You fell in love with her that
no,
much that you.
no, nothing like that. It was just like she was going this way, so I went this way.
Mm-hmm.
So we were driving out, and I paying for part of the gas. But then her car broke down.
Wow.
In like fucking someplace in Bumblefuck, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Yeah, and I just convinced her to like just sell this piece of shit car, and then we'll use. I've got some money.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get on a Greyhound bus. We'll throw all our shit on a Greyhound bus, and then we came to New York. And like I said, from there, I left my shit in Port Authority bus terminal. Like, I ended up getting on the N train. Took the N train to the last stop, and then gave some guy, like a broker dude, I don't know, it was like a fucking shitload of money for a place that I stayed basically a week,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like a room shared, one bathroom, like I think 4 or 5 rooms, and then a shared kitchen and shit like that.
What year was this?
1989,
Damn.
August 16th, 1989 is when I came here. It was a Wednesday.
Was Keith Haring still alive? Trying to think. I think he died in '90, right?
I'm not sure on Keith. I remember the guy I wanted to meet when I first moved here. Do you know who William Wegman is at all?
No.
William Wegman's this guy. He takes pictures of those gray Weimaraner dogs.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's a.
I don't even know what kind of dog that is, but I'm sure if I saw it, I'd be like, oh yeah, I know what that is. One of those things.
It's a gray bird dog, but he gets them to pose, and they do. He's a famous guy. But I wanted to meet him, and he actually was. He had a studio there on 6th Street between like near where Caravan of Dreams is. He had a studio there. Now he's not there anymore, but yeah.
That's cool. So wait, what's your feeling like? This is like what you're describing to me about coming to New York is kind of like a fear that I have. It's like a nightmare that I have of being somewhere, like on a train or something like that, and just not knowing like where to go. Or
You'll adapt.
I guess. I mean,
But you know what? It reminds me of, dude, I've been to, when I went to Europe, when I was in the Netherlands, there were a couple of places I didn't know where the youth hostels were.
mm-hmm.
And so I just fucking went and found a place and slept.
Just like on the street.
Yeah. Like, well, like behind bushes or
I
whatever
mean-
the fuck. Yeah. But yeah. And then, but the next night or whatever, because it was a bus. Got it. It was a bus or no? I think it's train. Every place is trained. They've got great trains in Europe, you know that. But I took the train, and I didn't know and I didn't know where the hostels were, and so like yeah, there've been nights where that same shit happened when I think I flew into Florida one time, and I was going to Miami. I was going to the Miami Zoo, and then my brother was going to meet me down there. He was driving from Orlando,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't have a place to stay. And I went and just found basically bushes behind it on a job site where my brother where coincidentally I have a brother.
He was working at that.
No.
I was gonna say.
No. My brother lives in Orlando, and this was in Miami. So I left my shit. Help me out. My brain. No, it is. No, I was with all my shit, but I didn't have a place to stay in Miami. I'm too cheap to pay for hotels, just so you know. So I found a job site, and I went and slept behind some bushes. And I remember when I was there, like a helicopter or something was flying over and was doing the spotlight fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't see me or whatever.
That's funny.
And then I slept there, and then I woke up the next morning, and I got on the Miami subway, whatever the fuck. It's an elevated subway, and I took it to Homestead or wherever the fuck it was, and my brother ended up meeting me. We just went to the Miami Zoo there, but that was the day that I did that.
That's crazy, man. I mean, but listen, it goes to show that you're built for survival. That you can literally you're like the Bear Grylls of.
Well, you just know, you just try, and that's like, I don't know if I showed you, but like, I live in the projects with, you
you
can fill in the
Yeah,
blanks.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna say anything, but you gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And you gotta be careful, because if you don't,
Right.
someone's gonna fuck you.
Right.
Right. So I just try to. I don't know, man. You gotta be careful, and that's another reason that I go to the gym every day. Is like you've gotta be.
I mean, yeah. You gotta be physically, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be prepared just in case. I mean, that's the reason. Like, I think that comes from when I was like a kid, because when I was a small little kid, I did get beat up and whatever, or just like fucked with and whatever the hell. And so I think that's the reason. Like I said, you gotta
See, I was a small kid also, and I was a fat kid. I used to be I was a small, chubby little fat kid, but I grew up and I always made friends with the bullies.
Yeah, that's smart.
So like anytime anybody had a problem with me, they had a problem with the bullies. Literally, like that's what literally happened for my whole elementary school, part of junior high school.
That's smart. That's
You
smart.
know, and in high school, I didn't really get picked on. I was kind of like in high school, I was really fat. I was 220 pounds. I was really, really fat to myself and shy, quiet. Like I didn't really talk to anybody. I was just, and nobody messed with me because I was just a big fat kid.
Wow.
But
No, I was a tiny kid. I was small. I wrestled 98 in high school and shit. And got fucked with. But like the thing is like I remember there's this guy who was always a dick to me.
mhm.
I think his name was Terry. It was Tim or Terry Cunningham, and one of their dads was a cop.
Oh, so he's a dick.
Yeah,
It's
so
this.
so the kid
Yeah.
the kid was a dick to me, but then I remember they were fucking around with a gun, and one of them shot and killed the other one.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Wow, that's crazy.
Anyways, I was making jokes about it at school, and one of the big dudes came and was like, "I heard you were making jokes about Tim or Terry coming."
Wow.
And like, meanwhile, that got one guy that actually was the guy that threatened me. His name was Phil Gentry. He is another guy that, like, dude, within a week, I'm from Indiana, so you have to drive everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But 2 or 3 people I knew that I went to high school with, they died in like automobile accidents.
That's crazy.
From going out and getting drunk immediate. You know how when you go out and celebrate after you get out of high school, they died.
Really?
That he and who was the other guy? There was a little kid that I wrestled.
He also died.
He died. Yeah, 2 kids. Phil Gentry was the one who threatened me.
Wait, didn't you
By wrecking his truck, and like his thing went up into his
sternum,
the
steering wheel?
Yeah, went up inside of him.
Wow, that's
Basically
crazy.
gutted him.
Dude, I saw a video. My friend sent me a video the other day. So this is the same friend that I mentioned that one of the open mics loves to send me fucked up videos. And what's funny is a girl actually showed me this same video like a week before that. This dude is literally riding his bicycle down the street, right? There's like a bus. The bus literally taps him. He goes tumbling forward. It all happens within a matter of a second.
Yeah.
He lands under the tires of the bus. The bus runs him over, and his head pops off his fucking body. Like his body gets ripped into shreds, and and there's a woman walking her dog. But there's like guts and shit just gets tossed at as like literally like imagine you're walking your dog.
You gotta send me that video.
I'll show you the video. It is the craziest fucking thing. It is the craziest fucking thing, and it literally the guy's whole body like in 1 second, just half the body goes flying in one direction, the other half goes in the other direction. And the girl that actually showed me the video, she showed me the pictures from the scene, and it's just crazy. And what's fucked up, so his body got ripped in half, and his head came off on one piece. It's like 3 pieces, I guess. But the fucked up thing is the part where his lower part is just laying on the street with his dick out. Like that's the fucked up part. Like
that's funny.
Yeah, that is, but
That's really good.
like you're like
that reminds me, like, dude, when I was going to grad school, 2003 is when I started. That's when there used to be a website called Rotten.com. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that it
became Live
Ogrish,
Leak.
then it became Live Leak, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what it was.
Oh, was it Ogrish, and then it became Rotten or something, then it became Live Leak,
yeah,
and then Live Leak, exactly. Shut down.
That's where all the IUD,
I know, that used to
the beheading videos.
Yes, that used to be
all that crazy shit. You're just like, what the
Yep.
fuck?
I used to have a daily thing of like Live Leak, World Star Hip Hop, and like Break. That was like my 3 main like viral video. And what's funny is I would see videos on those channels sometimes before they would hit the news. So there'd be like I'll give an example. Like World Star Hip Hop is my primary news source.
Wow.
I like the George Floyd incident. I saw World Star was the first one to break it.
Wow.
After it went on World Star, then it got on national headlines.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's that also reminds me of one more thing. Was the my brain's not working again.
Well, it is kind of like.
Oh no, that's all right. It's fine. The Rotten.com. I went to graduate school.
Talk to the mic.
I went to graduate school with this guy who's an Egyptian guy. I will not say his name just in case this ever gets whatever the hell. But I remember him telling me we would watch the beheading videos,
Mhm.
and he's like, oh yeah, they showed this to a cardiologist, and they said, he was saying, oh, the way the blood splattered, it was a fake video, is what he was trying to tell me. And I was like, dude,
No, man.
It was
No, man.
exactly. No, I said to him then, I said maybe it's fake, but then why did they find his body without his head?
Yeah.
on
Why
it?
was the head? Why was the head missing from the body?
Why
That
was
doesn't
the
make
head
any.
not attached to the body? Exactly. That's exactly what I said to him.
Dude, those videos are crazy because you realize the noises that the fucking body still makes
Oh, I
when
know.
your vocal
Well,
cords
no,
are
bro,
severed.
Yeah, the gurgling.
Yeah, yep, probably.
Oh god.
How do we go from talking about how you came to New York to to this?
I don't even know. It just happened.
I feel like is my mic? Yeah, I feel like it's on. I don't know if I.
It's good. I think it's good. I think we're getting something. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
sure.
definitely picking up something. So hold on. So was Jeff Koons your first art job, or did you go through different things? Because wait, so you know what? Let me take it back. I saw pictures of you drawing on Aaliyah.
Yeah, that was through a company. I think it's on my shirt actually now. I worked for a company called Tim2
Mm-hmm.
that made fake temporary tattoos. They're fake.
Okay.
They're not real. But that's what that was. It was for the company existed. It came about because before they started doing consumer shit, they used to do stuff for movies. So like Cape Fear is a big one
Mhm.
they did. So a movie would call them up and say, "Hey, I need these tattoos for Robert De Niro,
Mm-hmm.
whatever." So they would make all that stuff.
Mhm.
And it's like on a cigarette paper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you roll your
Like,
little
yeah.
joints. Yeah. They get big sheets of that, and then
And it just comes
put-
right off.
They put the ink on it, and you put alcohol on the other side that transfers onto the.
It's
skin.
kind of like what tattoo artists do when they put the mock template on you.
Yeah.
You ever had a tattoo done?
Yeah.
What they do is they put like a little mock template, and they let it go, and then it's basically gives them the line work so they know exactly where to work
exactly
on.
what it is.
Yeah.
Actually, Temp2 sells a lot of those too.
To tattoo artists, so they
Yeah.
can.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's cool, man.
Yeah.
What year was that?
I got my resume someplace.
This is
Um,
right before she died, right? Like,
Oh, that was 2001. So that was in June or July of 2001, and then it got published,
mhm.
and then she died the next month,
That's crazy.
and then in October that magazine came out with her on the cover.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I got paid like $150 just to go and put the tattoo. And I was supposed to put one on.
Dude, the dope thing is you got a picture of you doing the tattoo, you know?
Yeah. And then I was supposed to put one on Mark McGrath, but he was like, dude, you're not.
He's like, I'm covered in tattoos.
He was really cool though. He was like, yeah. Where she
Sugar Ray.
had to talk through assistants to talk through her.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But also, she was a young girl back then, right? She was like,
She
how
was a
old?
young girl, but she also, dude, she'd been with R. Kelly.
Yeah, I mean,
So she
listen,
probably felt victimized.
She
and
probably-
That's the reason.
yeah.
A posse.
Also,
posse
that's
around.
probably why they had her talk through people, is that they don't want anybody, stuff getting out. So it's
It's
like,
all
do
right.
not talk to anybody. You're not allowed to talk. If you got to say something, you say it to me. They probably tell her the same shit. So that's why, you know what I mean?
Maybe, but if I'm putting it on her stomach, why wouldn't I just say, hey, I'm
'Cause-
gonna put this on your stomach?
Because she's
all
so
right?
abused and trained to
Probably.
like, you know what I
Probably.
mean? To like, that's what it is. That's
Probably.
what she's so like, yeah,
Yeah.
the poor girl. But
R. Kelly told her she could believe that she could fly, and then it didn't
look what
happen.
happened.
It didn't happen. Shit happens.
When did you start working for Jeff Koons?
When I got out of grad school in 2005, my friend Aisha, who I went to grad school with,
Mm-hmm.
she got hired there first, and then the boss, they were all having lunch one day, and the boss said, "Oh, we're looking to hire more people," and then she said, but they had like my portfolio there,
Mm-hmm.
but it was because of her recommending. I got the job there. I was there 12 years, almost 12 years,
That's-
just shy of 12 years.
Was it a good job?
Yeah.
Did they have good holiday parties or whatever
Good
it is?
holiday parties. I mean, they do a staff party where we go to this one and like, I don't know.
Did you meet any cool people working for him? Did you meet any celebrities or anything like that that would come into the
People
studio?
would come in, but we weren't really allowed to.
Really? So it's the same thing. They're like, do not talk to anybody.
Yeah. So like, what's his name? That guy came.
Which guy?
Owen Wilson. You know
Oh shit! Yeah.
The actor.
Yeah.
Like a month after he tried to commit suicide.
Really?
He
Oh yeah, I
came-
remember that. I remember that was a
Yeah,
whole fucking
he came
thing.
in, and Jeff had this sculpture of a train, like a locomotive, hanging upside down off of a giant train.
Okay, I've seen it. I've seen that.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
thing.
I've seen the piece.
Well, we had the train. So, anyways, that was a prototype of the thing, and they just consider art. You're not allowed to touch it. Not allowed to touch it. And so, like, he came in and was looking at the thing. They were showing it to him, and then the train started blowing out smoke, and he grabbed the train and put her over near so he could smell the smoke. He touched the train. You're not allowed to, but nobody said anything.
Obviously.
To do it because they didn't want to set him off.
Wow.
Plus, all the girls were like
In love with him because
all the girls there, and like they were like, doing the goo goo eyes.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. After.
I never knew that his brother was Luke Wilson.
Yeah.
I never knew that the two of them were brothers.
I think their first movie was Bottle Rocket.
No, they're brothers.
I think they're it's Bottle Rocket.
I whatchamacallit, I recently, not recently, but only within the last couple of years did I somebody told me Walking Phoenix is River Phoenix's brother. I'm like, oh shit, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I remember River Phoenix.
Yeah, he's in. Did you ever see the movie? I think it's the last movie. Did you ever see My Private Idaho?
No.
Yeah, it's worth checking out. But yeah, he.
It's back when they made decent movies still.
Yeah.
Dude, you know the last movie I saw in the movie theaters? I was having this conversation with someone that's like a big movie person, and they're like, "Oh, what was the last movie you saw?" And I had to think about it. Project X was the last movie I saw in the movie theaters.
Oh wow.
Dude, I haven't been to the movies in so fucking long. I think it's like been 11 years since I went to the movies.
My current with subtitles.
Oh, I can't do subtitles.
I know,
I can't do it.
exactly
I can't do it.
It was just like, whatever.
I didn't even watch Squid Game.
Yeah, we saw the first episode. I gotta watch it.
I feel like I can't. At a certain point when I started doing art like professionally, I stopped watching TV and movies and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's one thing I get when I'm fucking. That's one thing I don't like. It's like when you go over to her house, you're hanging out.
You gotta watch. I mean, it's good every once in a while.
Yeah, but you get like it's like you know what it's like? It's like a horse sticking a bridle in his mouth and leading you around.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I like watching movies in the background.
Right. I also like that. I like it. Yeah.
I don't want to be 110%.
Yeah.
Geared on it.
And also, I can't watch cartoons anymore because every time I watch a cartoon, I have to have a piece of paper and a pen next to me. So if I see something I like, I need to draw it. Like,
Oh, I still
and
love
I'm like,
cartoons.
I'll sit there and I'm like, oh fuck, I need to draw that little. That's a cool little face. That's a good way to draw the little side profile. And like, I'll do it. I have to draw it. That's the only way I learn.
I think you should though. I love cartoons.
I love that. That's still.
Yeah.
You know. But another thing is that I stopped watching all these shows because I felt like they were starting to like manipulate my mind in the sense of like lines that I was saying, things that I was like, it wasn't my own jokes. It wasn't like my own you know what I mean? Like you get
Yeah, I don't
dictated
know.
like by certain lines in movies.
I think so, but I think you can rehash shit.
No, you can.
It's still your opinion about something. I mean, ultimately, everything comes down to do it like this or do it not.
Right. But I found myself just reciting quotes from movies and like,
Maybe,
and those became
maybe.
like lines in my life. And I'm like, all right, I'm using this too much. I shouldn't use these lines. I should make up my own stuff.
Yeah.
You know. But I actually, the last good movie that I saw, I think, was what was the Wall Street? What's it? Wolf of Wall Street.
Uh huh.
You looking to see how much if yours is still recording?
Mine only has 30 minutes, so yeah, 1 sec, I got it.
That's okay.
I might have to restart it.
We'll be right back, guys.
1 sec.
It's okay.
It'll record a whole fucking show, so then I can just focus on people's stills. Sorry.
Yeah, I saw you today with your camera taking pictures, guys. Steve is also a very, very talented photographer. He's not only a comedian and artist; he's also a photographer. He's a jack of many traits over here.
Well, I think it's all in the same family.
It's in the wheelhouse. If you have a creative eye, then you can probably do it. But you have a certain the way you take pictures. It's different. Like it's a different style than your art. I would say you kind of have a it's more kind of your art. Maybe I haven't seen the whole spectrum of it yet, but I see like the cartoony stuff that you do.
Yeah.
But the pictures seem very in depth and like dramatic and like the way you do with the colors and.
It depends. I like to push the colors process all my images.
Is that what it is? It's the
So-
processing. So
Yeah,
that's what I'm seeing.
You take it into a program called Lightroom. So
Mhm.
then I'll crop out the extraneous shit.
Oh.
And then you punch up the colors and stuff. I can show you all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Your pictures every time you take all these guys like, and I've seen other guys who like take pictures of like comics and stuff like that, and none of their pictures look as good as yours. You actually look like artistic, you know,
Thanks.
quality portraits.
Thing is, the trick to getting a lot of that stuff is that when you shoot action shots, and I learned this from shooting animals. I spent years shooting animals. I worked at a zoo, so I spent a bunch of years.
And you're still shooting animals because all these
I'm
comics
still-
are fucking animals.
Right, there you go.
Hold on, did I show you this? That there's we
There
got
you
laugh
go.
tracks on
There,
here.
that's
I got to do at least one laugh track.
awesome.
Or we got,
Funny.
but yeah.
That's
But
cool.
what were you saying?
No, I was just saying that with shooting people and stuff like that, like you're lucky if you get maybe 10 or 20% like good shots.
Yeah,
Even
because
if-
you're just.
like dude, like today I tried to deliver something, but it didn't.
Mhm. I saw.
Dude, it would get to like 40%, and then it would just go back to zero.
That's weird.
So I think the internet.
In that, yeah, maybe it's the internet at that
Yeah,
place that
so
wasn't
anyways.
working great.
But what I was telling you is, so I was gonna deliver 467 shots from this event thing.
Mm-hmm.
But of that night, I shot 1926.
Damn.
1,926 shots.
So literally,
Then
like
you had to whittle down.
to 400 and whatever.
Yeah,
it
but
is.
when I'm giving you 400, I'm giving you 400 creamed and caramel
Yeah.
type thing. But when you're shooting action shots of people, there's a lot of shots.
You're getting the
People with
closed
the
eyes. Yeah, you're
shows,
getting the half the I call it the crack look, where like they're like, you know what I mean? They got the
Yeah.
Tourette's
Yeah.
face or whatever it is.
That's how you get rid of stuff.
I mean, it's awesome, but I also think like the action shots are the best pictures also because you kind of get that when you do get that moment, it's like natural. Like I also whenever I see a camera, I try not to look at it because I know that like if I look at the camera, it comes out shitty. But if I'm naturally talking and those shots, they usually
You
come
can
out.
still look at a camera, but you just got. Yeah, I mean it's not. I don't know. I get good shots. It hasn't been for the last couple of years,
Mm-hmm.
but I probably spent 10 or 12 years every year going to at the Javits Center this thing called Photo Expo. It's not going to go. It usually goes on October,
Mm-hmm.
but then it's basically all the camera manufacturers. They come in, they're trying to sell you their shit,
Mm-hmm.
which is fun. But they bring in these working professionals to talk to,
Mm-hmm.
and like some of those lectures were amazing. Like one lecture I saw one year was with this guy's named Phil Everidge, who he used to shoot for Life magazine.
Mm-hmm.
But Al Pacino's first movie is called Panic in Needle Park,
Okay.
but it's based on a series of photos that this guy
Really?
shot in Life magazine. It was people used to over at Columbus Circle around the 70th Street in the 70s. People would go. They would shoot up there in the park, and so like
So he would photograph them.
he would photograph. Yeah.
Oh,
And so
that's
then, like,
awesome. That's
Al
awesome.
Pacino did this movie. It's pretty.
That's awesome. I really love all that junky, like you know what I mean,
Oh,
like
yeah.
that capturization of like the
Well,
humanity.
that in like, dude, in 1969, that movie, Midnight Cowboy with Dustin Hoffman.
Okay.
And Angela Jolie's dad, what the fuck his name is.
John Voight,
Is that it?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. They shot that movie. There's a gritty, real rawness
Mm-hmm.
about those movies. It's just so awesome.
You know, Dustin Hoffman, he's also an artist. Did you know that? He also paints and stuff like that.
Oh, I wouldn't.
And he was friends with Basquiat, and he was part of that whole downtown New York scene, like with Madonna and all those
wow.
people. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that
yeah.
at all. No.
It's crazy how like out of that whole group of people, they all got successful in art. Like
Yeah.
all of them.
There's a video online of Jeff Koons, my boss,
Mm-hmm.
with this seedy little fucking sleazy mustache, and he's talking to David Burnham, and
Mm-hmm.
it was shot. It's pretty good. It's worth checking a look at.
What does he say?
They're just talking about whatever the hell. He has
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool, actually. Yeah.
So, how did you get into comedy?
Comedy's just something I've always liked.
How long have you been doing comedy now?
Started doing it in '89.
Damn.
I took a class at KDO Tools, which was down on Reed Street. This guy, his name was Greg Lyons, Laughing Lions Comedy Band. In the class that I was in,
Mm-hmm.
do you know there's a comedian, his name's Kevin Downey Jr.?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's pretty big, but he did the same class. And one of his jokes was, I remember one of his jokes, he's my roommate, has the largest collection of pubic hair. It's in his soap, you know.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, so I remember
That's
that
pretty
joke.
funny.
And then I did that. I would just go to mics. There used to be 2 mics that would go to. I used to Flex Open Conscious and Surf. One was on Wednesday night. One was on that's where I met Brody Stevens.
Really?
I don't know if you know who he is. Dub Davidoff. Do you know?
Yeah.
You know who he is?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah.
He's from. Aren't they like LA people now? Didn't they go to LA or something?
Well, Brody's dead.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Brody killed himself.
Yeah. Doug is. I don't know where the fuck he is. I don't know.
I've heard the name. I've definitely heard.
He's
I've definitely seen him on
based
a podcast and all that other stuff.
He's probably based whatever. He used to come to Mike. I did it for him.
Damn.
And yeah, he had a joke about, everybody's mom would send them to school with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. He goes, and my mom would send me to school with pita bread with fucking bean sprouts or whatever the fuck. I'm not doing the joke justice.
No, I get it.
He was a funny guy.
What was Brody like, bro? Brody, did you get to hang out with him? Did you get to chill with him?
Yeah, he didn't like me very much.
Really?
But we knew each other, and like he'd see me, and I'd do whatever.
He'd say yes.
Whatever. Yeah. And he was like, he had a joke about, I scratch your back, you shave mine, or something like that. That's one of his jokes. But no, he wasn't a guy like him, like kind of friends or whatever that.
Yeah.
But he wasn't like that. He would say hey to me and whatever. I remember one time I saw him at Starbucks. Dude, there used to be St. Mark's there. There's the one of the Starbucks is still there. There was another Starbucks. There were 2 or 3 Starbucks that were like within viewing distance of each other. Anyways, he was having coffee with us, and I walked up and said something, and then he said something. He kind of acted like he was annoyed, and I was just like, okay.
But he was also manic bipolar, so.
Yeah, maybe
Yep.
so. But
Yep.
I also just, so how some people are tired and some people aren't. I don't know.
It's funny, man. From doing comedy, you get to meet such interesting people. I was talking to Steve K. Shout out to Steve K. How I just started comedy, but I could already tell some of the people that I meet. Some of these guys, they're just extremely intelligent. They're talented, and if they keep it up, they will be successful. Like you could tell that.
There's certain people who I think are already next level. Like, I think Ryan O'Toole's there.
Hilarious,
I think
hilarious.
Nick Tillelli's there.
Very hilarious. Both hilarious dudes. Very hilarious dudes. Both dudes I actually met at your open mic.
Yeah. Joe Mahoney's getting there. Minnow. Whatever. Minnow's got great stuff. Minnow Fernandez.
I've seen him.
He was bartending tonight. I think he stays there tomorrow night too. Sunday night. And then that one girl that you don't know, Jessica Clayton, I think she's awesome. They're just people on the scene. They're just, I don't know. I've never seen them bomb.
Yeah, don't you like? There's a part of me that I love that, but also a part of me I'm like, how are you that good? How are you this good? One thing also is that bombing is an art form on its own, right? You got to learn to fucking take the bomb. Take the bomb.
The biggest.
The mic.
Yeah. No, the biggest thing with bombing is it's like you gotta consider like you wrecked your bike.
Yeah.
And you gotta get back on the bike. You gotta
Yep.
start definitely shit. You can't be a little bitch and go, oh my
Yep.
god, my life sucks.
Yep.
I suck, whatever. No,
Yeah.
you can't do you really just need to not give a fuck one way
Right.
or the other.
Because
If
it
you
really
do-
doesn't matter.
and
Like,
even if you do good, you can't like really pat yourself on the back.
right,
so
because it's
much.
just one, yeah.
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 That's what I think.
Because you're just one step, like, that's, I've had mics that I've done decent at that I'm like, oh, I'm happy. But then, like, you go to another one, you bomb. And the next one, you do all right. And then it's like such a up, down, whatever it is. And it's like,
That's like, you know, Michael today. Michael.
okay, yeah.
I'm not.
Shout out, yo. I bet. Oh, maybe he's watching this. Maybe he'll watch this, yo. If you're
Maybe.
watching this,
Yeah. But the one thing I said to him, I said, like, dude, you're doing the same mic
Right.
in front of the same people.
do different shit.
Do different shit is what I said to
Yep.
him. Because he always asked me, he goes, oh, what do you think about how I wore? What do you think about how my set went? Whatever the hell. I was just like, you know what? You can't really give a fuck.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. None of it matters and shit.
Yeah, no.
None of it until, like, I guess even if you are getting paid to get up and do it, it doesn't even matter at that point.
Yeah. No,
This is the beauty about comedy. It's that, you know, it's not a real fucking job. I mean, you should take, if you're really passionate, you should take, but like, it doesn't, you know what I mean? It's like,
Well, that's the other thing I tell people is that I tell a lot of starting comics. It's like, I mean, you can try to memorize your jokes verbatim, but
It
I
doesn't-
think
yeah.
but I think the smarter way to do it is have 4 or 5 ideas and then circle around them like a
Right.
shark or whatever.
Yep.
Fuck, and go at them.
mm-hmm.
But not. Dude, I do a lot of shit that doesn't work. I do a lot of shit that I think is something, but then it's not funny. So.
But every once in a while, you hit diamonds. You'll hit something, and it's just, you know.
But I do a lot of dicky. I'm not gay.
Oh, listen, that's, I guess,
I mean, it's
yeah.
just.
You eat a bag of, everybody eats a bag of dicks. Listen,
Yeah.
if I, in my comedy set, I think 95% of it is eat a bag of dick, and if I get like a couple of laughs, I'm happy. I'm happy.
No, it's true.
You know, or if I can, like, because a lot of times when I'm going up, I either literally did not write it all, I'm kind of unprepared or whatever it is, or like I'm constantly trying new shit. Like, I don't want to, like, I don't know how people could keep doing the same fucking jokes over and over and over and over again. Like,
yeah, but some of it is good to go back to.
Yeah.
Some of it, like the mop and jizz bit, that real bit.
Yeah,
That's a real bit.
yeah.
But sometimes whatever.
I like your bit with the vest and the kids. That's hilarious.
That's.
You're like these kids coming off the bus, wear the vest or whatever it is.
Oh,
They
yeah,
killed
yeah.
a bunch of these little fuckers or whatever.
Yeah.
I am definitely not doing the joke justice, but
Yeah. I shout out to what's her name, but I bomb in front of S. I don't know what it is, but something about whenever I do mics around the S, I always bomb.
because you want to do good. Is that what it is? You want to like impress her?
Maybe,
You know,
but then I end up just. I mean, she's got this look on her face. You know, like whatever, which actually reminds me. You know what? If I'm staring at her face, I'm doing this, it reminds me of my mother.
that's pretty funny.
Because my mother, no matter what I ever did in my life, my mom
She's always disappointed that
I know,
look.
she just had this like. My mom.
That's
has,
pretty funny.
My mom has one of those.
That is
what's
pretty
wrong-
funny.
She has a face that, whenever you look at her, it's like, what's wrong?
I think my mom has half of that. Like I was actually telling my mom, like, you're never happy. Why are you never happy?
That's
Like,
mine too.
you know, it's like you're retired. You know, you don't need to worry about working anymore. That's it. Just be happy. Just be happy.
No, it's my mom. What'd your mom do?
She was a nurse assistant for like 25 years in King's Highway Hospital.
That's. I don't know. She's got. My sister's. And I don't know. I think doctors and all those people should get help. Well, my sister.
She doesn't have health insurance.
My sister doesn't have automatic.
Oh. Well, yeah. I mean, does she work for a hospital? Does she work for like a union?
I think she works for a hospital. I don't know about the union.
Because if she's in a union, then she definitely has like full coverage or whatever it is. That's part of
I
their.
don't know if that they have this. I'm not sure.
Maybe they don't have it there. Maybe it's a whole different system. Like New York definitely has it here. Listen, I don't have fucking health insurance right now.
No, I
God
don't
forbid
have
something happens. You know, fuck.
that. No, me too. The same fucking story.
You know. But I mean, but you're in good shape, dude. You know,
No,
that's,
I know. That's the reason I work out
that is
every
your
day.
health insurance, basically.
I work out every day and I take supplements. The one that, dude, I fucking wrecked the skateboard. My wrist.
Have you seen a doctor for it?
I just bought this fucking thing. Brace.
How long have you been wearing it? You can't. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't wear it for a couple of months. It's only meant for a temporary, like to stabilize while it heals.
There's still a little pain in it, but like I've been, dude. Even when right after I did it, I didn't stop going.
Mm-hmm.
I just lightened my weights.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was like lifting 100 pounds,
Mm-hmm.
I went down to like 65,
Mm-hmm.
and not 40 off. Even when
I mean, it's good because you don't want it to like atrophy or whatever it
Yeah.
is. But yeah, man, you should probably not wear the brace. You should probably let it naturally do what it's supposed to do. And if it hurts that much, you might want to go see,
can't
you know.
I applied for. I don't know. They know about it. I don't know if they're gonna take me for. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't really know.
See what happens. Honestly, I think in your situation, like the building is probably not gonna. They'll either let it go or they'll put you on like a sort of plan. I don't think eviction is something you necessarily even.
They might. I might ultimately go to court, but if I do, the thing is
Well, they'll only evict you if you like if the judge says, "All right, you need to pay the money," and if you don't pay the money, then you know.
no. Well, the thing is that I have been paying, but I've been paying like $100 here,
Right.
$100 there.
Honestly, I think if it's placed in front of a judge,
Yeah.
they'll be lenient. Like in New York, they always lean towards the renter.
Yeah. And I'll even tell them, man, I can show them my thing. I've been applying for jobs.
They're not even gonna ask for that. They're not even gonna.
I haven't been jacking my dick. I've been like applying.
Although that's what you should tell them. Like, listen, guys, I've just been jacking my dick. How do you expect me to fucking get these jobs?
I don't know.
It's like apparently they don't pay you $8,000 to jack your dick.
No.
In some places, they do pay you $8,000 to jack your dick. You know.
Maybe.
But
I'm not too stressed.
listen, you'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Everything will be okay.
But I'm also not too proud of it. Listen, I see no sooner thing than doing food banking stuff. Buying pasta. I mean, they give me free pasta. I got a turkey for
Bro,
Thanksgiving.
God bless America. You know what I mean?
I know.
They don't have this shit in communist Russia. All these fucking communists out there, like, this is what the shit that my parents escaped from. You don't get no fucking free turkey. You don't get no. America is such a wonderful country, yo. Anytime people start talking bad about America, I'm like, yeah, it's got issues, but listen, it really is one of the greatest fucking places in the world. Like, where are they giving away? And you know, you name it. You see something over there?
No, I'm just looking at
Yep.
fucking
I mean, listen, it's fucking nature. But you could fix it, don't you? Just take it out of the frame and.
yeah, we'll do it.
He really likes these geometric shapes. I wish, for the people that can't see it, we're in an art studio right now, and there's paintings all around us, and they're very geometric, and there's these, I guess they're collages, right? That's what they're called? Mixed media collages with sandpaper and different colors and grains and
Yeah.
textures.
No, it's something.
It's awesome, dude.
No, I mean, the thing. I was doing something. People started agreement that you're not. I said I would never do this kind of shit. It's not.
That's pretty funny. He actually wanted you to sign a NDA.
Jeff did.
I mean, yeah, well, Jeff is a little bit more.
They just stuff. This just isn't like.
Right,
I mean, it's not. I have zero interest in this kind of shit.
right. Although I can see somebody buying it. I can see a market for some of this stuff. I have a friend whose her parents run a company that like supplies different hotels and buildings and all this shit with like art, like lobby art, like you know what I mean, like hotel room art, like
Oh wow. Yeah.
stuff like that. And this is the type of shit that would go perfect in all those places. So like this is the type of thing that they would show up to an artist studio and then they'd be like, okay, we need 30 of this kind of painting. We need fucking 20 of that kind of painting. We need 100 of these kind of paintings. And,
Wow,
and they
that's
just,
badass.
yeah. And they just supply like, one of their clients is like MGM or whatever it is. MGM Grand. They're like, literally.
You know what that reminds me of? It's like, we went to grad school. One of the girls that went there was a woman,
Mm-hmm.
and she took us in. There's around the background on the circle.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Mormon
Is
so they
there really?
never usually let you as a pregnant person. But she got us all to go in to the thing, and then the guy was telling us, he goes, "Oh, this is some of the finest craftsmanship, and these are some of the finest paintings and whatever." The guy was talking about the thing, but it looked like an office. It was very squarish office building. It wasn't like regular. You've seen churches with big halls.
Okay.
It was none of that. And then that, and also they had a bunch of Jesus paintings on the wall, but they weren't paintings, they were prints. And you could just, and they weren't.
They look like shit.
They did.
Yeah.
Because, dude, if you ever been to, I don't know, have you ever been to Europe at all?
Well, I was born there, but ever since then,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
No.
Ever since I was 5, nope.
Because I've been to Antwerp.
Okay.
And you can go to the churches there,
Mm-hmm.
and they have real fucking Rubens paintings on the fucking walls. And they're
That's crazy.
And they're amazing. Yeah, they're amazing.
The colors, yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, just,
and they were using pigment, what kind of, like just raw pigment back then or whatever the fuck.
Real. His real original. Whereas,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like I said, shitty prints.
That's crazy.
And
I wonder how much they.
the Mormon thing, they were like, "Oh, this is the finest craftsmanship. These are the finest." They're not finest.
Full of shit Mormons.
I don't know. I'm not knocking.
Wait.
Just saying.
Didn't you grow up Amish or something?
I'm of Amish ancestry.
Ancestry. Okay. You did not grow up Amish. You didn't like Rumspringa.
I do jokes about that.
Yeah, that's why. I remember
no,
that.
because like you say that. I've always been told when you do jokes, because I also have another joke where I talk about when it did happen. When I first moved here, the first weekend that I did move here, there was a guy who really did kill his girlfriend.
Yeah.
He did whatever, but I told the joke and I said I ate this.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Tompkins. Yeah, I remember the joke. Yeah.
Because when it really did happen, it really did make me think, oh my God, did I make a mistake by moving to New York? I mean, what? But, yeah. Personalized.
Do you remember? I don't know if you were around. Do you know the story of the rape diner in Long Island? It's
You're not talking about the guy who killed. There was a bunch of people that got killed up. Didn't they recently saw the serial killer?
Oh no, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Maybe I don't know if they solved.
Hold on, but I'll tell you like this. So so basically it's like this. In 1982, 5 men walk into a Long Island, New York diner and forced over 100 patrons and staff to strip and have sex with each other. They also shot 2 men, raped a waitress, and robbed everyone there. Oh, and that was just the last thing they did that night. So they literally went on a crime spree, which ended with that. This happened in 1982, yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep. Yeah. Crazy. It's a crazy story. I remember when I worked in Long Island, everybody used to tell me, you know about the rape diner? The rape diner. And they told me that story. That was a big fucking thing that happened over there.
Juana Brawley.
I don't know what that is.
Juana Brawley was the girl. This guy, Steve Yensel, smeared shit all over her. But in reality, she was out.
Mm-hmm.
Was going to get home late. She didn't want to get paid whatever by her parents.
Mm-hmm.
So she made up all the bullshit.
Wow.
And then Sharpton was up on the river. Oh, white devils
Wow.
did this or whatever.
That's great.
But
I told you, Al Sharpton got stabbed in my schoolyard when I was a kid.
Oh, wow, yeah. But then they found out that it was fake.
Wow. She's the original Jussie Smollett.
Oh, yeah. So her, and then her, Al Sharpton, and some other guy, they all got sued.
Wow.
Sharpton paid. She didn't.
Wow.
She moved down south. I don't know.
And that's it. You know, change her name.
Changed her name. They found it.
Wow.
But she had $1 million lawsuit. The guy.
Defamation.
What's his name? He killed himself. Stephen Bagonis guy.
Wow.
He killed himself.
Wow.
And
So
then
she should be.
One of his buddies was like, listen, you're not saying this about my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's the one who
he put the suit, the slander or whatever, defamation.
Sharpton and all this.
Wow.
Sharpton and a couple other dudes did pay. She did not. Then she went down to, became a nurse, changed her name, but then they found her.
Wow.
Yeah. She
I'm sure she fucked up this guy's. Imagine that. Like,
yeah.
there was a story similar to that a couple of years back with some graffiti writer. So what happened was this girl.
Alexi.
No.
Grady Alexi. He was
Oh, you're talking about years back, like
there was a guy. His name was Grady Alexis. I think was his name.
was it Basquiat's friend, like the kid? What's his name?
I think he was a little black kid.
Yeah. I don't think it was Grady Alexis. It was something. Was it Chris? Something? Whatever. I'll look it up. Actually, I could look it up right now. But Michael something. Hold on.
I just
'Cause
remember
there's a
Mars
painting
Bar
that-
and everything had a thing on it. But I remember when that happened. A lot of that shit's had.
It's a
Happens since I moved.
Mike Stewart. What's his name? Death of Michael Stewart. Is that the name?
No, I think we're different guys.
Okay.
My guy's Grady Alexis.
Okay.
Yours, yeah. I just because his name. I remember seeing his name on the wall. There used to be a really cool bar called Mars Bar. It was down around the second or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be also a place where you could take it apart and sell it. What the fuck was the name of that place?
Arlene's Grocery.
No. My brain. I don't know.
Anyways.
There used to be places where you could take art and sell whatever the hell.
What I was gonna say was there was a story about how this one girl fucked these two guys. She had a threesome with these two guys, but she had a boyfriend. And the next morning, you know, her boyfriend's calling her, wondering where she is. She doesn't know what to do, so she told the boyfriend that she got raped by these two guys. So the kid, is a hothead, showed up and fucking killed both of them. And then went to jail. Now he's sitting in jail because of a lie this girl told, basically. You know.
That's
Crazy. But you can't trust these bitches.
no.
Anyways, yeah, you can, but you know, some of them. You know, you can't. You gotta be careful with everybody. But let's see. We got 55 minutes in, Steve. What do you think?
Yeah. No,
All right, I think we could start wrapping it up.
yeah, mine I think is.
You got.
Shut off. What's it say? 'Cause mine shuts up at 29.
I think you're almost there, also.
Yeah.
But dude, let me put on the music. It's been real.
Cool.
Thank you so much for doing this. We definitely have to have you back. I feel like we've only touched the
No,
you know what I mean.
definitely,
We definitely got to have you
definitely.
back on another episode. And yeah, man. That's it. Peace out, guys.
Peace